Hey, my name is Maddie Banks. So today I'm going to be talking about the book titled Problems by Jade Sharma. This book really gives us the inside look on the life of a drug addict. It takes us on that journey as well as the search for a purpose and self-identity. So to summarize this book for you, it starts off with Maya, which is the main character. She lives in New York City with her husband Peter. This book is basically her internal monologue, so it goes into detail describing every character that she meets in the book or already knows. So she talks about her coworkers and how she hates her job at the bookstore. One of the beginning scenes takes place at her husband's family's house, so she introduces all of those characters, and she really goes into depth on their looks and in a comparison way. Especially if it's another girl, she will compare herself, which kind of shows us her insecurities. And then after the Thanksgiving scene, it goes more into depth with her drug addiction. So she also talks about how she doesn't really love her husband, and she has an affair with her professor. And then her husband ended up leaving her, not because he found out, but because he overheard a conversation on the phone of her talking with her friend about how she wishes that he would leave her, and that somebody read about on a boogie. And after that, her professor cuts her off also, so this really sends her into a spiral with her drug addictions. She ends up getting sugar daddies, and so she goes to work and also does this on the side to pay for her drug habits and also her smoking habits and drinking as well. She also had eating disorders where she would only eat yogurt. So one day she accidentally overdosed and she went to the hospital. So this informed her family of her addictions, and her mom sent her to a mental institute. So while she was in there, she got clean. And she was doing good mentally wise. Whenever she got out, she did good for maybe a week and then went straight back into the same habits she was, using the sugar daddies again and using drugs again. So this book really gives us two themes. I would say, well, more than two, but the main two would be the journey of drug addiction and the challenges that come with it. So this will be isolation, and that also plays into the part of it taking place in New York City. So it also goes into urban isolation, and shows how that affects us mentally as a society. And then another theme would be the search for identity and purpose. So the whole time she's just trying to get away and try to figure out who she is, so she uses these drugs and this habit to kind of take away from what she's feeling on the inside, because she doesn't know who she is, and she also uses drugs to cover up the fact that she really just yearns for intimacy and connection. So that also shows us why she uses the sugar daddies, because even though it's not healthy, it still gives her that short period of satisfaction where she gets that type of intimacy that she wants. I would say that this book connects historically, because it shows us how much as a society we've changed as a whole, and we really take mental health a lot more seriously now, and also into the urban isolation. I would also say this book really, on a more broad level, it shows us that it makes the readers really look into how we all go through our own journey in life, even though ours may be a lot different from the main characters. But it really shows us that we all go through this journey of life for self identity and purpose and look for these intimate connections with other people.